So, full confession, I didn't understand the value of having a list back when I released Instant Expert Profits version 1. So, I didn't have a landing page where I collected emails. My ads pointed directly to my sales page. So, I had no way to collect email addresses. If people didn't immediately buy from the landing page, I have no way of contacting them to re-offer my products and services at a discount or at a later date. In other words, I majorly failed at this, leaving thousands of dollars on the table. In this section, I will help you to plan out your opt in landing page based on tips and tricks that I've learned over the years. So, your goals for the landing page phase of your product are to create a landing page that collects emails and contact information. In other words, building your list. To do this, you're going to have to offer your prospects something of value. You're going to have to increase the buy motivation, like this is something I would buy. You want to clearly display your call to action button, subscribe here or whatever, and or your conversion form. And then you want to also use data analytics to collect data and to test the data from your landing page to see just how well you're converting. So, a landing page is an internet page on which visitors arrive or land for a specific purpose, which is usually to collect information or to convert them to a specific action such as purchasing or subscribing. So, what's the purpose of a landing page? The purpose of a landing page is to convert visitors or to collect information in exchange for something of value. What are the characteristics of a successful landing page? When we talk about landing pages, we need to understand that all web pages are not landing pages. A good landing page has several well defined specific characteristics that set it apart from a single web page or blog post. The number one thing is a value proposition. A value proposition is what your landing page is offering in terms of value in exchange for their information, responses, or action. It is simply a matter of clearly explaining your offer's benefit and added value. You can also offer something in exchange, like a white paper or a free trial or whatever. Landing pages also have limited navigation. You will attract visitors to your page, but you don't want them to escape that page. You don't want them clicking around, going to the About Me page. You want to focus on that single call to action and not give them so many exits from your page. So you want to center your page navigation around whatever that single activity is that you want them to complete. Landing pages also contain a relevant call to action. By highlighting a visible and well thought out button or form, you naturally increase your chances of getting your visitors to perform that action that you want them to perform. There are several parameters to take into account in creating an effective call to action, especially the conversion form. So, if you create a landing page in order to gather information, in order to turn cold visitors into leads or prospects, then it's essential that you add a form or a lead form to your landing page. A good form will attract the visitor's attention when they arrive to the page. It will stand out from the rest of the page as far as visibility. It won't be too difficult to find, so I would put it above the fold, and it shouldn't be too complicated or personal. Okay, so these are our 7 best landing page tips. Number one, focus on the topic. While your business likely has many products and services that complement each other, having one topic per landing page is the best bet. If you delve into like multiple topics, then you're going to risk distracting people and they won't actually convert. Always offer something of value. One of the best ways to secure conversions is to give something valuable to your users in exchange for their information. Offer a download or other piece of information that will entice them to submit their information to you. Be sure to convey the value throughout the landing page of whatever it is you're offering. Use a subdomain such as emailtools.instantexpertprofits.com. The subdomain would be the email tools portion of the URL. A subdomain is a third level domain that's part of the original top level domain. Subdomains are beneficial from the point of an organizational aspect, and they also give your SEO a boost. They increase the domain authority of your main website, and they also cue Google that your website is actively being updated. And you can also put keywords in your URL. Put your call to action button above the fold. If you use an eye-catching call to action to drive users to the action, it should stand out against the rest of the page. And if it is above the fold, meaning that when people arrive to your website, they see it, they don't have to scroll down, then it's more likely to be clicked. I would also suggest that you experiment with video. Um, Only about 15% of landing pages include a video. If your video that you use complements your conversion path and doesn't become a distraction, then video can be extremely helpful. There is evidence to support that the right video can actually give your conversion rates a major boost, but I would advise that you stick to some rules when using video, such as whatever your video is, make sure that your thumbnail for your video is clickable and it looks tempting. Make sure that the video itself is above the fold and people don't have to scroll down. Um, Make sure that the video is valuable to your audience and doesn't distract them. And don't solely rely on the video for your message because some people will never watch video. So make sure you have complementary text and then size your video appropriate so it does get noticed, but it doesn't take away attention from your call to action. And then finally, continue to test and optimize your landing pages. And that people make landing pages, but they don't use Google Analytics to see how well they're performing, to see how many visitors are coming and actually are clicking, where those visitors are coming from. You want to look at all that data. So once again, I'd recommend the Google Analytics course for how you can add tags to your landing pages. So this is a landing page that we have. If you look at it and give it an honest look, it has a video, it has a call to action, it has some clear images, and it also has a form. So if you, based on the rules that we just shared with you, what in this ad do you think makes it effective? So my husband Chris and I have totally different personalities. He can best be described as a professional schmoozer. He's always on the phone and he can talk to just about anybody. He has this quote that he learned from his friend Carlton Bernard: the fortune is in the follow up. And he lives by this rule. A natural introvert myself, I absolutely abhor phone calls, conversations, even recording this video. I'm totally shy, totally nervous all the time, so I don't typically do this. I can't seem to think fast enough or clearly enough when I'm talking, but I still understand and respect the follow up principle. Because it may take some people several touches before they're ready to make a buy decision, you'll need to set up an automated email sequence for anyone who subscribes to your offer via your landing page. For this, you'll need an autoresponder. If you search the term autoresponder on Google, you will find companies out there that are willing to sell you this service starting at about $20 a month for new people. When I first started learning about information marketing, I immediately purchased a subscription to Aweber. Aweber is a cool service, but I was so convinced that Aweber would be necessary for my business that I paid for it for nearly a year and never ever used it. Don't do this. Don't rush out and buy stuff because someone tells you to. In truth, I've never used an outside service to manage my email, newsletters, or auto responses. I host this myself through my WordPress website. I use a paid plugin that manages everything just like Constant Contact or Aweber would, but I paid a one-time fee for the plugin rather than paying a monthly fee for the service. The key to any business is reducing expenses. So, for that reason, I have compiled a list of the best free and paid email marketing plugins and resources. Like Google Analytics, email marketing is another skill that you will want to put forth the effort to learn and perfect. Visit emailtools.instantexpertprofits.com to access my list of free email marketing tools. A final word on WordPress and WordPress plugins. We use WordPress. We self host our entire sales funnel on the self hosted WordPress platform. WordPress is the platform, but there are a variety of free and paid plugins and themes that are available for customizing your site. We highly recommend the Elementor page builder for building your landing pages, but you can also just hire someone on Fiverr to customize your WordPress site.